Alright, we're going to start another video. Time to move these up. It's past time to move them up, really, but I haven't had that much time. So I start my seeds in trays. They're floating trays. They float. I start my seeds. I germinate them. Then I put them in the trays, and I go out and chunk them in some water. They float around in the baby koi pond or a tote, or you can cut it in half. You can cut it in a circle and put it in a 5-gallon bucket. You can do anything you want to with it. They're kind of expensive, but I got about 2,000 of them, so I don't care about them. So I've already, to speed things up, I've already made the tags. This one right here is M26. You probably couldn't read it unless I learn how to flip the camera, because I'm using the front camera that makes everything mirror. But I already got my tags made. I always start these. I start four holes of each type. There's 75 types in here if they all germinated. Some of them I see complete rows that didn't germinate. I collect seeds. Some of my seeds I go through them at the beginning of the year, and some of them might have been in there for 10 years. I don't know. I've been at it a long time. Don't always plant all of them. Like, I got hundreds of seeds, and I do about 200 plants a year. So if it don't get picked, it don't get picked. I use numbers instead of names, just like I showed you there. Like right here, I got M2, M9, M11, M20, M24, M26, M28, M30. So all of them it's the plant that starts with an M. If the name starts with an M, then it gets an M, and if whatever number, wherever it falls in line. I don't have time to write Aunt Louie's Underground Railroad on a tab, so it's a number. So I've already poked a bunch of holes in these pots. I'm moving these up into some deeper pots. So basically, fill the pots up, get them soaked, good and soaked. And I'm using this right here was off of a mop, actually, but it's got a good end on it, about the size. It's bigger than the plug, so I've already done the rest of them. So to get these out, I just pick which one I want, look at it. I like the nicest one. First hole, give it a push, pops right up. I've already done a bunch of them, picking and choosing which of the 4 that I want. So we'll start with K9. K9 gets dropped down the hole. I push it all the way down in there. Now that plant was inches tall a minute ago, and now it's just a little guy. I want those stems down in there so that the roots grow off the stems. K9, E7 right here. E7. You can see that plant that's a nice little plant. It's about 6 inches, 6.5 inches. When it goes in the hole, pinch those 2 leaves off. I'm gonna come back and pinch the leaves off the rest of them later, unless they're gonna go into the ground. And you can see it's just 2 inches tall now. That means I got at least 4 inches of it in there. In the end, I'm gonna plant the whole pot 8, but 7 inches. So there's gonna be 5 inches of what comes up going in the ground. I plant a foot deep, so I don't have to be a slave to watering. We got L11 down the hole. Pinch off those leaves. That was it. That right there was a 7 or 8 inch plant. Now it's 2. Moving on. L14 down the hole, and so on. L16. I didn't pinch it up. Fourth hole. That's the only one of those that germinated. before. Nice little plant. That one's about 8 inches tall. Now it's 2. So on and so on. And there is no, what is that, M1? M1, there was only one. Third hole. Look at that little guy right there. Hey, it's just a little nub sticking out now. Don't care. A couple days it'll be 3 inches tall, 4 inches tall. A week it'll be 6, 8 inches tall. I'll start clipping leaves off the bottom of it. M2. M2 done the hole. And we got M9. Third hole. You know, a lot of people think that you need to be really gentle with these things. You're talking about a plant that you can cut off of. I mean, gentle, I can squeeze, I'll take all the roots off of it. Not one bit worried about it. It's got some roots right there. Man, drop it down the hole. It's going to get watered. It'll be just fine. M11. M20. Coming up out of there. It's a nice little plant. On and on and on. That's the way I move them up.